Okay.
Congratulations, driver. You've ascended a step closer to being a Motorfest legend. A new
Okay.
reward is waiting for you within the activity menu.
Activity menu. Okay, so I've completed my first playlist in Motorfest. So far, all I can say is this. I like the games. They almost have like the same thing as like Watch Dogs, where like Watch Dogs 1 was one game, more story driven, and Watch Dogs 2 was more wacky, with more cosmetics, and more of an upbeat tone, without really much of a story. And then 3 was just like another one. This just seems like another one. A highly beautiful looking other one. It's like having like 3 kids, and you like the first 2, and the third one you have to like, it just takes your attention. But then after a while, it gets kind of old and stale. I don't know what I'm talking about no more. But, no. I'm trying to put into words what I'm trying to say. Is like, this game here, single-handedly, is, again, it fixed so many problems with the second one. But it added more of their own. These playlists have created an issue to where now, if you want to go back, I've seen that apparently, these ghost cars too, apparently you can only use your car on these after you beat it the first time. I'm like, okay, it's like a narrative run, but why can't I use my parts on these cars? Or why don't you have them already at okay standard? The AI itself, I'm at a handicap because I'm not an AI that can memorize the track. So it's like, okay, well, now it's like, well, you gotta play the game, get better. Yeah, but it's a difference. It's like a Sonic the Hedgehog thing. Where, with Sonic the Hedgehog, you can play the game and beat it normally. But to get the best experience, you play it, get used to it, and then you get like, then you get faster. You get to know the best parts of the track to take. Like a racing game, you can still follow the track. If it's your first time on that track, you can follow it, know exactly how to turn, how to curve, that'd be fine. What on Motorfest, especially when you're playing with a controller, not a wheel, I can only turn so much with my controller. I can't hit those curves. I had to do like a preemptive strike. It's like, well, yeah, it's driving. So drive while thinking ahead. It's like, no. It's like I have to literally go forward and thinking about going forward. It's like having the ability to precognition, but I gotta be precognate, but I had to have future sight to be precognitive or whatever. I can't talk today, but it's like having to see in the future so I can prepare to see in the future. That's what this game's making me do. While I'm driving and there's a turn, I can make the turn, but I gotta make sure I curve before the turn, which is normal. But then my controller won't react that fast, regardless. So I have to now take these curves earlier, which is hard to do because as soon as I do it, you gotta do the sweet spot. I'm just gonna hit the wall. These cars aren't optimized. The new Transformer. Stupid. Stupid. But no, it's like, the only problem is I can't customize the car that I'm using. So I gotta go through all these playlists with this new narrative they have going through, which is cool. And the game looks fantastic, but just like The Last of Us 2, just because the game looks really good does not make it good. Much also like The Last of Us 2 for being unadulterated, unfiltered trash. But hey, that's just me. But it's like, how in the world am I going to play through all these games and redo the tracks? Like, I redo all the tracks with my own car, which is fine, but I gotta beat all of them first. I'm saying the same thing over and over again. I get that, but still, that's like a pet peeve to me. I gotta try my best to beat these races with cars that are not my own. And also when it comes to importing vehicles too, I bought the Regera when Assassin's Creed Valhalla came out. So my Regera, being on top of that, I got the best pro settings on that thing, made that thing better than most mid-tier hypercars. I had a great livery for it, but my liveries don't transfer over. But it's like, okay, I get that for like player-created ones, but this was from Ubisoft themselves. They couldn't bring that back, and I wasn't tied to the car. I like that livery for it. Now I'm there looking for my cars, and I was like, oh, I don't know what my cars are, because even the ones that came with the livery no longer have those liveries. Now they're completely different in where they are. I like the game. I really like it, but that's still a problem for me. A real big problem. That's all I want to just do a little mini rant on here about this game. I might still do some here and there with this game here, a couple playthroughs, just so I can look back and say, yo, I did this back in the day. No, nice. God, I need a better mic than this. This thing's just terrible. I could use this headset mic, but I don't know if it's gonna be better or not. I doubt it though, but I'll try.